K-Rock 955, Tom and Loggy. Now, we have a huge, exciting announcement to make this morning. And it is that next year, A Day on the Green, gracing Geelong, the Surf Coast and the Bellarine, will be The Killers.
Oh, my God. One of the bands that have meant so much to me, and so many of us are coming into our backyard. And to tell us all about it, we've got the drummer, Ronnie from The Killers. Morning, Ronnie.
Good morning.
Mate, we are so excited to have you guys come down here. It was a tour that was announced in 2020, but obviously the whole world kind of had to put everything on pause. So this is almost a second bite at the cherry for you guys.
Yeah, I guess you could look at it that way. Yeah. Yeah, very sorry to have to keep rescheduling, but it is what it is, and we're very much looking forward to getting over there.
I've seen you live plenty of times before, including what was sort of suggested at the time to be one of your last gigs in a very long time. Back in around, I think it was 2010, you played the Big Day Out in Australia, and we weren't really sure when you were going to come back. So thank you for continually trying to make your way here to Australia and bringing your awesome show live. You've been playing for so many years. How do you not get tired? Like, I'm just tired from, getting up this morning. You guys have been doing this for so long. How do you feel about going on tour again?
I love it. And as I was saying earlier to somebody else before I spoke to you guys, I just love the idea of getting back over there. It's one of my most favorite places to visit. I've even thought about moving there.
Yeah.
And it's very exciting. Yeah, I've just how do we not get tired? I don't know. The music has it's a weird it's a weird power that sort of gives us that energy that keeps us going.
To spend that much time with the same crew over that many years, you must have your ups and downs, though, as you do, we do with our mates over 20 odd years or whatever, as Loggy and I do, we're having worked together for 2 years.
This is news to me, Ronnie. Okay, yeah.
You guys must be pretty good mates to be able to kind of lock yourselves in again for another big tour.
Yeah. I mean, you figure life out. You navigate, you learn along the way. As long as you're receptive to learning and you have patience, life could be a lot of fun.
Now, Ronnie,
whatever you're doing.
Yeah, well, that's true. Ronnie, you said that you're thinking and you have thought about moving to Australia. When you come down to Geelong here, do you want us to check out some rentals for you? Like, I'm happy to do it. I know it's going to be busy for you. I'm happy to go through some houses. Maybe let's lock in something down the Bellarine or, anywhere in particular.
Yeah. Show me the spots. I'll carve out some days to do that. Yeah. Thanks, Loggy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm 100% writing that down. That's happening. I've got it confirmed now, and I'm looking forward. Yeah. Just Ronnie and Loggy, just on the Great Ocean Road. It's going to be great.
In the meantime, whilst you guys were in lockdown, you released the new album, which is very exciting for everyone. How did you go recording that? Were you able to be in the same place at the same time? Because I know a few bands that did that had to, lay down tracks independently and try and kind of mush it together later.
We were really, really careful, and Brandon and I live pretty close to one another. We're about 10 minutes away in the mountains, and when we were forced to sort of lock down, it was just us, and so we didn't see anybody else. When it came time to go to LA and lay some more things down, we were just really, really careful about testing and, imploring people that we're working with to do this. Everybody, we were really careful, but everybody we were working with were even more careful. I mean, LA was crazy. It was upside down. It was totally locked down. It was really kind of beautiful. Nobody was driving anywhere, so there was no pollution. It was like this beautiful oasis again. And so anyway, we were very, very careful, and we spent so much money on tests and nurses and getting everybody healthy, and nobody got it. Nobody that I know of within our circle came down with it. So it's a testament to how careful we were, I guess.
Yeah, that's really good. I guess one of the things a lot of people did, Tom can't grow something as beautiful as your beard. He did try, but he's got, as you can tell with the zoom, a few patches there. And a lot of people did grow luscious beards. You've been rocking one for many years. Did you think, oh, I'm over this, everyone's growing beards in lockdown, maybe I'll just shave mine off?
Yeah, I mean, beards have become popular. I mean, the truth is, I'm just lazy. I really am. I'm just trying to just be focus on other things.
Oh, it looks like you oil it to me and take care of it.
Yeah. All these years.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said it looks like you oil it. You've got a little brush, I imagine. You just every morning as you're having your morning coffee, just brushing some oil through. No.
No, I think like the Alaskan bush people have a better face hair care regimen than I do.
But you toured the country in 2018 and you famously had that AFL grand final performance, which everyone raved about, which is really hard to pull off because people are quite often scathing and you can't please everyone, but you guys seem to do it really well. And it's become this quite iconic moment where Jack Riewoldt from the Tigers got up and sung Mr. Brightside on stage with you. I'm sure you've been asked about it a million times, but has that kind of resonated with you guys at all? Is that something you guys ever talk about? And also, side note, will you be bringing Jack with you on tour?
Yeah, Jack's our new background singer. He's our background singer. See, the good thing and the bad thing about that is that we really didn't know about that sort of moment that y'all have over there with regards to sport. I'm so out of the sports realm that even playing the Super Bowl would be like, okay, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
But it's sort of those things where one of those things where ignorance is bliss. Like if you don't really know about it, you're more relaxed and you can sort of deliver.
Yeah.
And I think that's maybe the secret sauce. But that was a fun, whatever it is, a moment is a moment. And we do talk about that because that's sort of an unusual thing to have a sports person come and I don't know what the fuck you call them, but sports, football, whatever, come and jump on your stage and sing with you. It's just it's fun. We try and bring the party as much as we can, as often as we can.
Well, it's become the greatest thing he's ever done, and he's won premierships and whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's too bad.
I guess the thing is, I did try to kind of get as close to stage. I didn't really jump up, but back when you were touring Sam's Town back in the early 2000s, Festival Hall, you were playing there, which is such an iconic venue up the road in Melbourne. And I went by myself. It was the first concert I went to by myself just because no one else could come on that date. And I was like, I need to see these guys again, even though I'd already seen you about 5 times before then. And it was just such a magical moment playing those smaller shows as well, like Festival Hall. I mean, nothing compares to the big shows that you've played, I can imagine. But those smaller shows, do they still hold a special place in your heart as well? I can imagine it's a different vibe completely, but sometimes they probably go off the same way, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think, it's kind of like going to a party. Sometimes the small parties, the more intimate, get-togethers are... they just have they sometimes leave even a bigger impression on you. You make the connections are closer, but sometimes when you're at a giant party, it's kind of like a giant thing where it's a moment, it's a happening, and it's just got this almost a wave of vibe happening. They're just different. They're both exceptional, but I think you just roll into each situation and treat it, for the moment.
Well, you'll be playing at a winery down here. Well, you'll be playing at a winery down here, so you'll have to lean into the wine side of things and really sample the local wares.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm big into your wine. I actually, do you guys know Paxton? Paxton Winery?
Yes. Yeah.
It's McLaren Vale.
Yeah.
down there,
South Australia. Yeah.
Those we are we were buddies, and we were releasing a wine.
Oh, wow.
Called Baturista. Yeah, of a really old, their oldest block in the vineyard. It's a really nice Shiraz, and yeah. So yeah, I'm down to spill a little wine. Get whiny with y'all for sure.
Well, I notice here that you will be, as part of the tour, playing in Barossa Valley. So that's you've worked that out nicely, haven't you?
Yeah, well done you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're on to you, Ronnie. We get it.
Today, Maynard Keenan from Tool used to do that all the time. He'd play. They were the only band that would play Adelaide as a show, because he would then go up to the Barossa and spend as much time as he could there as part of the tour.
Yeah. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows. Yeah, he's an extraordinary guy.
Yeah, crazy. No, in a good way. So, Imploding the Mirage is the tour and also the album. So we're very much looking forward to seeing you guys get here. Now, the show is at Mount Dunedin Estate. It's a day on the green, Saturday the 10th of December 2022. Tickets go on sale Monday the 15th of November. There is a Frontier Touring pre-sale that starts on Thursday, so next Thursday. But we will be giving away the first tickets in town to this show right now. So 52232955 if you'd like to come along and see the Killers at a day on the green at Mount Dunedin Estate in December of next year. I know it seems like a long way away, but it'll be here before you know it. And you guys will be here before we know it as well. Thanks so much for having a chat to us this morning, Ronnie.
Oh, thanks for your time too. Thank you.
Fresh Daily with Tom and Loggy on K-Rock 955.